Welcome to the Joy Buzzer.
Could it be? Could it be? It is out of here! Fire! I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
At the 20, at the 15, 10-5, touchdown!
My brain just sparkles.
And now for our feature presentation.
And it's for the first three regular season games. Fitzpatrick going deep to Deshaun Jackson on the first play from scrimmage. The former Eagle is inside the 10 and takes it all the way 75 yards for a Buccaneers touchdown.
Deshaun Jackson still has so much speed at 31 years old. Man,
Give me a hell yeah. It's time for the Joy Buzzer, Nikki Cola.
Yeah, it's Joy Buzzer time. Yeah.
The instigator, Rob C.
Shut up, Rondé Barber. You're not even the cute twin.
Well, that's how we're starting this off.
Intern Zach is here.
I'm upset.
I am the
Lil
commish.
Lil Wayne's supposed to drop an album when he didn't. I'm upset.
I am the
What?
commish, and I am
Yeah,
sitting
he
here
was
with
supposed
three
to drop an album and he didn't.
really
That's why you're upset.
just
I'm
angry
upset, yeah.
people because the Eagles dropped a game. And we're starting with the Flyers. No, I'm kidding.
That would shock me.
Timer has started.
Nick, how do they
You're
find us
not supposed
besides
to announce it.
YouTube?
Well, that's, of course, the best way.
Right? What
and you
else?
can go back and watch us. But if you want to just listen to a podcast version of us,
Right.
you can go to iTunes. You can go to Stitcher. We keep saying we'll work on other things, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay. we have phones tonight. Phone lines are open. Rob C., what is the number?
Well, if you want to call in and talk Eagles and Phillies and
Flyers, Union,
Flyers,
PA
and
Derby.
Temple and everything, anything on your cute little hearts, call us at 856-330-4749.
All right. And the Instagrammy thing is happening. What do we got there, Zach?
You can follow us on the Instagram at the official Joy Buzzer. Be right there.
That's it? The official Joy
We'll be
Buzzer?
right
That's
there.
I'll be right there.
That's it.
You'll find you'll find these two dancing over here.
That's
There's
right.
A bunch of other
Yeah,
songs.
Nick,
Instagram
Nick and Rob
stars.
C.
No, you're on
I
there.
don't dance.
And I see an orange card.
So you think you can dance?
Are we promoting that?
We're not doing this yet, right, Nick?
We'll hold off till next
Hold
week.
off.
Okay.
Hold
All right. We'll hold off till next week on the orange card.
Yes.
The orange card. The very
orange-
You'll have
important.
to wait.
The orange card.
You'll have to
Orange
wait.
card.
What's behind
Oh.
on the
I'm excited.
You'll have to
on
wait.
the orange
I'm excited because of the date of the orange card. I'm excited.
You'll have to
Date
wait.
on the orange card?
Yes, I'm excited.
Why are you excited for that?
Because it's the 27th.
Shut up!
God damn it! God damn it!
And I will be in Hawaii.
Nobody asked.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I got to say it. All right, so the Eagles played a game last Sunday. We're going to touch on this real quick because it was an embarrassing loss
Yeah.
to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Ryan Fitzmagic.
Yeah.
Don't call him that, please.
I
Call him
can't.
that.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of like it.
It kinda,
The beard is righteous.
It
I'll give him
rolls
this.
off
The beard
tongue.
is righteous. The beard is
It
righteous.
rolls off the tongue.
I'm a fan of the Fitzmagic.
It rolls off the tongue.
Now, I'll be honest. I didn't get to see the whole game because I was doing other things.
Mr. Football.
What, watching
himself.
Red Zone?
Oh,
I was doing
I
that.
was watching horses walk around the paddock.
it was
So-
exciting.
From what I saw, it sucked.
I meant the horses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that still sucks.
So, guys, what happened?
Well, you know
the
what?
defense got beat.
Give me the rundown
The
here.
defense just got beat. I don't know what happened. It's just, the defense couldn't do anything. First play of the game, as the clip clearly showed, Deshaun-
Clearp? What's a clearp?
Would you let me talk? God damn it!
Hey, language. There's no reason for that here.
Okay, so
Mr. Strike over there.
yeah, we had the
Not from me.
Fitzmagic.
Yeah, okay.
Fitzmagic had a
It's
long
your ending
ball
song.
to Deshaun Watson right off the bat, touchdown.
Deshaun Watson or Deshaun Jackson?
I said Jackson.
You said Watson.
Whatever.
Was there a Watson?
No,
He said
I'm
what?
done talking. Mute my mic. I'm done.
It's about time.
Go ahead. Defense did not play well.
They didn't.
Do you
honestly,
blame any of this on the
hold-
offense?
hold
I
on a
thought his
second.
mic was muted.
I thought it was too.
I can do that.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
what do you got? I got nothing. Go ahead.
Well, you got nothing.
That
I
helps.
honestly, yeah, we can blame the defense. They give up 2 big plays, which
Right.
kind of cost them the game. But honestly, it was a total team loss.
Yes.
The defense didn't show up. The offense clearly didn't show up until the second half, but then they ran out of time. And I think, honestly, Peterson did a lousy job coaching.
It was
St. Doug did not do well.
it was second half, just like kind of we were talking about
Yeah.
last week.
I don't
that it
believe
was,
it.
as long as they make the changes in the second half, this week they kind of got blown out in the first half.
Yeah,
and could not catch up.
Could not catch up. And they ran out of time. They literally, honestly, if that game was 5-7 minutes longer, they would have won.
But the
But-
crazy
So
part
can
is I don't feel that score represents that game because we should have got blown out.
Well,
So
and
the fact
technically
that we
did.
lost by 6, we lost by 6.
Yeah, yeah.
We should have lost by 20.
So I get to call him Penderson again, don't I?
No.
No. Now,
I thought we should have lost by a lot more.
Real quick, though, I just want to know one thing. What was Nicky Foles' numbers?
oh, let me pull those up for you.
I see them right there. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, he was 35 of 48, 334 yards, and a touchdown.
Okay, not bad numbers. However, that
got-
48 is too much. No,
because they were
quarterbacks are-
playing catch up.
Right, that's
But
the
also,
problem.
they had no running
27-7
backs.
at the half.
They
Right.
had no running
And
backs.
yeah, Ajayi
I
goes
don't
Jai
out
was
with
hurt. They didn't have Sproles. Like, what are
Clement
you gonna
looked good,
do?
though.
Clement
Clem-
was all right.
But
He
again,
looked
you
great.
can't run Clement
Right.
like all the time. He's
Yeah,
not
and-
that big of a back. And
Yeah,
plus,
matter of fact,
Smallwood, you're not gonna run
And
Smallwood.
you got
He's gonna get
Wendell
hurt.
Big Penis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Small
he
Johnson.
actually
Small Johnson, is that what it is?
exactly.
But now, my man Josh Allen that has been brought up from the practice squad is
We're-
now on the team.
We'll talk about that.
Excellent.
Relax. We could have
I'm
discussed
go-
last
I'm
week
getting
first.
excited.
Was that the segue?
I'm getting excited.
I didn't think it was, but
We're not
okay.
segueing.
And here's something. Zach Ertz with
Yes.
11 catches for 94 yards. Those are the quietest 11 catches of any game.
The problem I have with Ertz, and I've had it for years, he lets one guy bring him down.
Yeah.
He's a tight end. There's no way a cornerback should bring down a tight end. No, it just
Right.
shouldn't happen.
Yeah, but he's good at picking up yards after the catch. Whereas
no
Brent
argument
Selleck
here.
was always
But what I'm saying
immediately
is,
tackled.
Nah, Brent Selleck was the toughest guy in the league. It took 2 guys to bring him down, and that's what I want to see with Ertz.
Right. But
Ertz
he's
has
not.
got to
Ertz is
break.
skinny.
He's
Yeah,
not,
Ertz
I
has
was
got
gonna
to
say,
break
he's not the size
tackles.
of
Ertz got to build some
Selleck.
muscle. You
So
know?
11 catches, 94 yards. That's 8 yards a catch, 8-ish.
Right.
You got
8 and a
more than
half.
that.
Yeah.
You got more than that.
Yeah,
If
but
you're a
that's-
tight end,
that's-
you've got to have more than that.
You figure on first down doing that, that's almost a first
Can't
down
let the
every
first
time.
guy bring you
That's
down.
it.
You
But
just
again,
can't.
the offense again struggled until you got to the second half.
Right.
They put together a decent second half, and the defense played a little better. But honestly, those 2 big plays, that opening throw to Deshaun Jackson,
Yes.
and then letting a tight end catch a dunk up the middle and then run
But the
70
tackling
yards
on that play, you watch
was
the tackling
horrendous.
that Darby tried to do?
Yeah.
Wrap it with one arm.
Yeah,
You can't
he-
wrap it with one arm. You can't do that.
Darby went back to last season, which I didn't like him at all. I didn't think he really brought much to this team, and I thought he was a weak player.
He did his best Deion Sanders imitation.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
What he did week 1 apparently was just a fluke.
And Jalen Mills
Got blown out.
got blown out. He couldn't cover
That's 2 weeks in a row.
Jackson or the wide receiver.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
Or
It's just a
Mike Evans.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a small double move on him, and you're gone.
And you're gone.
And someone like Jackson, who still has speed at his age,
Yeah.
obviously
As
showed play
Rondé
what?
Barber said in the clip, for 31, he's still
They're
pretty
31.
quick.
All right, so the Eagles put up a shit dog.
Right.
But go ahead. What you got? You got something else? Go
I was
ahead.
just going to give you Ryan Fitzpatrick's
Go
number.
for it.
Because honestly, I think it's the first time in history a guy started out 2 games with over 400 yards.
Yeah, something like. And
He
over-
was
and
27 to 33 with 402, four touchdowns and a pick.
Right.
like that.
Another
Fitz
fun
magic.
fact. Another fun fact.
Ooh.
Deshaun Jackson
Uh-huh.
is tied with the GOAT Jerry Rice with touchdowns over 65 yards.
Yes,
I did
for
hear
long
that.
ball
Yes.
touchdowns.
For long ball
But
touchdowns.
that's
He's tied
all.
with the GOAT.
That's all he is.
I know, but that's
Okay,
still
you know,
amazing.
See that, and then see how many yards Jerry Rice has had in his career,
Yeah,
and you got to ask yourself, why doesn't Deshaun Jackson have that? many-
Because
that's all he
because
does.
he's
That's
a
always
one
injured.
he's a one note pony is
Right.
what he is, and which is what made that opening play more frustrating. Everybody in that stadium at home watching knew that in the first, second, or third play they're throwing the long ball
Yeah.
to Deshaun.
Because
Yeah.
that's what,
Philly-
that's what
and Philly
everyone's
should
done.
know.
Washington's done with it. Every time you play
Everything.
Washington, is
It
a
was an
bomb
Andy
to
Reid
Jackson.
special.
Yep.
Philly
It's
should
a
know.
bomb to Jackson.
Philly should know
And it
how to
works.
deal with Jackson because they played. They should know how to deal with him. and
Oh, they
just
know how to
didn't
deal with them. They just don't have anybody who can cover
It
them.
was just Jalen Mills biting again.
Yep.
And then
No, but if you saw in that play, Malcolm Jenkins bit
was
up bit too. He was supposed to
bit
stay
up,
back,
and he
bit
was
up.
supposed to do the over
Yeah,
over
he's
the
supposed
cover.
to. Yeah,
And I think he ran a lousy angle to try and get him.
Sure he
yeah.
did.
It was
Because
terrible.
yeah.
he
Sure he
tried to
did.
predict the ball, didn't work
He
out
got
as
blocked
well,
by one dude.
and then
Yeah.
bombed it downfield.
Well, Fitzpatrick to me put up is the true definition of journeyman quarterback because he goes on a tear for 3-4 games and then he'll fall off the face of the earth.
He's a pumpkin. He'll turn into a pumpkin in the next
Exactly.
2
That's
weeks.
why he's been
That's-
on, what, 13
That's why
teams
he's been on
in 4 years?
7 teams in 11 years, something
Yeah.
like that, because
11
he is
teams.
he is the definition of journeyman quarterback.
Now, do
They
you-
get on these runs, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're a Hall of Famer. Then 2 weeks later, they're never heard of again.
Right.
You
And-
think he does this again next week? They keep him in?
Absolutely, because they're playing Pittsburgh, and we'll get to that, and I'll explain why when we
Oh.
get to next game.
Next game!
That's
Next
next commercial, next
Next-
segment.
Next segment. Next segment.
commercial.
But,
Get your shit right.
So in closing, this Bucks game, honestly, I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of glad that it happens early in the
Yeah.
season.
Oh, we got it out of the way.
Yeah, get it out of the way. And if Peterson is a decent coach, he uses that to motivate these guys. Honeymoon's over. We're in the grind now. Everybody's coming for us. And from now on, we got to focus.
So Rob, I have a question
Speaking of
for you.
honeymoon.
I have a question for you. So would you say that this game that happened this past Sunday was the Chiefs game last year?
the opening game
No.
last year?
You want to say
No.
it is?
And can I tell you why it's not?
Go ahead.
Because the Eagles are in uncharted territory right now. They've never gone into the season as the defending Super Bowl champion. So they don't know how to, they've never been the team to beat. They've never had that bullseye on their back. Now they do. So I don't define it like the Chiefs game last year, although it played out like it because they got behind far and then came back and almost
tried
won the
to
game.
win it, and
yes, I understand that. But this is a different mentality because you are the Super Bowl champions.
And you're kind of starting the opposite way. You're starting with Foles in there first.
Yeah.
Not starting with
Right.
Wentz
Exactly.
in there and our receivers and legit running backs.
Right.
We're not starting with that. We're starting with how he ended last season.
Yeah.
Which all kind of not no name guys, but second stringers
Right.
are our starters now.
And
Well, at
that-
least now moving
and
forward,
that brings us to Sunday.
that brings us to Sunday and all the great news that everybody in this town was waiting to hear.
Is it?
I don't think it's great news.
Ooh.
I do. I am so against this.
Let's listen.
I'm so against this. But go ahead, play your clip. But
I don't know. I don't have a
You not
clip
ready?
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am so against Carson Wentz playing this week for one reason and one reason only.
Well, let's hear it.
I'm sorry, 2 reasons. I apologize.
Oh,
2 reasons.
already lying to us.
Number one,
Already.
number one, the offensive line is playing like shit. And number 2, who's he throwing the ball to?
Is it the offensive line or is it just very nice? Is it the offensive line or is it just Big V?
I think it's offensive line. I think everybody got beat on Sunday. The parts that I've
I
seen.
tell you, it was a total team
Right.
loss.
Oh, yeah.
that game.
But who's he throwing to?
Jeffries isn't back.
Nope.
He's
Mike Wallace- well, Mike
Jeffrey's
Wallace
week.
didn't do
Jeffrey's
anything.
Cross
week
out
to
for the
week.
season.
He hasn't
Hey,
done
did they
anything.
re-sign Jordan Matthews?
They
did.
re-signed
Are you
re-signed
kidding?
Jordan
Honestly, I
Matthews.
woke up and I thought I was in a dream.
Yeah.
I was like, they re-signed Jordan Matthews?
But
Yep.
that was Wentz's favorite receiver. They connect it all the time.
Okay. Is he great?
That could still.
No.
I'm not saying he.
No, he's going to be
You don't
a
have to be
safety net for
great.
Carson Wentz.
Right.
Like you said a
He's-
couple years ago, he was going to be the
He's
safety
a
net.
safety net. So now he's
when-
going to have.
When stuff gets rough, he's either going to throw it to.
Yeah.
But isn't Zach Ertz his safety net now?
Right,
He has
this is-
2 now.
He has right. He has
You
two.
only
has
need
2.
you only need one. Honestly, I'm agreeing with the commissioner.
He has 2. I'm not saying that it's a bad way.
I just personally think, what's to hurt to wait another week? Why not wait another week when Jeffrey comes back? You know, he practiced limited this week, so which means there's a good chance he's playing week 4. Why not wait till week 4 to start Carson?
Because you'll have Wentz in there.
Because then you'll have
warmed up,
Wentz,
ready to
yeah,
go.
with a little bit of the rust off him.
Yeah,
the
bang
Colts
a-
are not great.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
This
say
is,
that.
think-
this
I-
is
yeah, I
preseason
think-
week
yeah, I
1.
think
This is
it's good.
preseason game 1.
But again,
for him.
we're going up against Tennessee next week, and their defense is not really that good either. And plus,
So
if we
what's
get
the-
Jeffrey back,
The-
now I'm agreeing with the
If
commissioner. I
Tennessee's
would wait a
defense
week.
is not that good, why not wait till
Yeah,
next
I
week
would-
to
I
start
would-
him?
now I agree with him.
Number one, when you have a better chance to keep him healthy.
if the
Yeah.
team's not that good, you play him. You let him
Play
get
him,
used
yeah.
to the field.
And
he's
also-
not
and he
going
needs
up.
to get
Also,
hit.
too, remember this.
He's not going up against
remember
a
this.
number 1 defense.
Who is the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts?
Honestly, that's the best thing. That's going to be the best thing.
You think
a guy that
going
knows
against Frank Reich,
going
the
against
former
Frank,
OC,
his former OC, it's going to be the best thing because if he stumbles, then he knows how much farther he needs to go. And honestly, I don't think he's going to stumble far enough. Frank Reich is going to put a couple of wrinkles in there to try and get to Wentz because he knows Wentz.
right?
But that's fine. This is the game where, honestly, like Nick said, this is a preseason game for him. So if he stumbles here, honestly, even if he stumbles a little bit, I still think they got enough gas to beat the Colts.
They do?
Yes.
Who?
They'll find. I think they can find
My
a way to
man,
beat.
Josh Adams.
They'll find a way. I think they can find a
You've
way
been
to beat the
waiting
Colts.
for 15 minutes to say that, haven't you?
Hell yeah.
I think they can find a way to beat the Colts, even if Wentz isn't up to the top of his par.
I totally disagree with that. I think this is a week, another week of
No.
suiting
You
up,
have to
but
play.
carrying the clipboard.
You have to play.
I
gotta play
disagree with that.
If he's 100%,
you saw full stats on Cincinnati. He's not Sunday. He's not playing bad.
if he's 100%,
He's also not playing
play-
good.
He's not playing good.
Why not? He's going to have. He's going with the
Well,
same
think
thing that
about
Wentz
it.
is going to go to. He's got nobody to throw to, nobody to protect, nobody to run the ball.
But again, who
So
does,
why put Wentz in there with
who
the
do-
opportunity to get hurt?
Who does the Colts have defense?
Right.
If you can name me one player on the Colts defensive line that's decent, I'll give it to you.
Dickie Hurts.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now you're doing that?
Exactly.
Because I got no friggin' clue.
Exactly.
And you know
So
what?
the offensive
But
line
it
is going to
doesn't
blow them
matter.
out. It
doesn't-
does
no,
matter.
It doesn't, and I'll tell you why. Because Frank Reich knows Carson Wentz.
Why?
Knows all his tendencies. Knows what he's thinking because he put it in him to think that.
No.
Have it on loop.
You
Have it on loop.
I should have put
telling
it
you,
on
Have it
loop.
on loop.
I should have put it on loop.
This is just wrong.
No.
This
Right.
is going to end badly.
So like you were just saying, Foles isn't playing bad with nobody to throw to. Why not give Wentz that same opportunity to bang the rust off so that when the good receivers do come back, he doesn't have to be as perfect.
because it's
He's
tough.
getting the throwing down.
It's tough to throw the ball from the bottom of a pile.
And
He's
I kinda
not- I think
disagree.
he's smarter than
I
that.
think Aguilar is actually having a pretty good. These first two games, I thought he's pretty decent. I think he's an up and comer. I always liked Aguilar. Yeah, he had hands.
Yeah, right. No one in Philadelphia
I
liked
know.
Aguilar
I
the first
like-
2 years.
No,
No
those
one. Rob, don't sit here
This
and
guy-
lie.
I'm not
Do
lying.
not sit here
I
and
liked
lie.
Aguilar.
Do not sit here and lie.
Stop.
Should I pull up stuff with all noise?
Do not
Don't
sit
cross
here
your
and
arms
lie.
on me. Don't cross your arms. Look at
Rob,
this.
don't sit here and lie to
For
us.
those of you on the magic of YouTube TV, the commissioner's sitting here with his arms crossed. He knows I've always loved the Aguilar.
No, you did not. No
I can
one.
give myself a ding.
No one liked Aguilar the first 2 years. No one liked him. No one. People wanted him out.
I wanted to keep him.
People wanted him out.
You're funny.
No, this is preseason.
I think this is just bad.
You
news.
start him, you play him no matter what. We said
right.
as long as he's 100%, you play him.
He's your starter.
Okay, so now.
And it hasn't been Foles is not doing what Fitzmagic is doing. Then it would be, you know what? Leave him out one more week. Let it go. If he was doing
You
that,
saw his numbers
I
on
would be
Sunday.
okay.
They weren't bad.
were they 4 touchdowns, 400 yards?
It's never going to be
What?
with its receiving crew.
It's
Right.
300.
Group, whatever
It's
you wanna
300
call it.
yards.
The
I mean,
records.
But I'm saying, it's not. He's not doing what
And I'll tell
Fitzgerald's
you
doing.
what,
he did throw
that-
too much though. He did it 48 times.
That ball
Right.
he landed in Aguilar's arms in the end zone
Was good.
What a pass!
I'll give him that because
What a
I thought he was.
pass.
I thought he was throwing it
It-
away.
it's
I
flashy.
didn't even
Beautiful.
see.
Flashes are brilliant.
Right.
So honestly, you're right. But if Carson Wentz is 100%, he's cleared to play. Get him in there.
Yeah.
Knock the rust off of
Right.
him. You know.
Now,
Right.
Okay.
Why would you keep
So,
waiting?
Let's wait on this for a second. Say the Eagles won last Sunday.
Yes.
Okay, and Nick Foles put up Ryan Fitzpatrick's numbers. Do you still start Wentz this Sunday, or do you give
Yes.
him another week?
Yes.
Isn't
I
that what
still
we were
start
just
Wentz.
saying?
Yes.
No,
I would still start Wentz
Oh,
because
still
Wentz
start
is your
Wentz?
franchise quarterback. Not Dickie Hertz over here. Carson Wentz is your franchise quarterback.
Right. And I think in the press conference, Peterson alluded to that. In that Nick Foles knows his role.
Yeah.
Right.
He knows he's holding the chair there for when Wentz gets to play. He
Right.
knows that.
Do you think Pedersen's just saying, you know what, start Wentz just so these people will shut the hell up?
Who?
No.
No.
He honestly.
Because
Peterson doesn't care.
Peterson even said in the press conference, "Oh, it's all on the doctors." He has no say. It's all on the doctors.
Bullshit.
When the doctor said he's ready to go,
Bullshit.
the doctor
Oh.
said he's ready
If
to
you
go.
no,
believe
I
that,
don't-
I got some swampland in Florida I could sell you cheap.
Don't, you can't call bullshit on that. With
I
with
absolutely
all
can call bullshit
all,
on that.
all the safety features and everything they have built into this. If he's still hurt, he's still injured.
Yeah.
No way Peterson say you're
Listen,
playing no matter what.
There's not a
No.
football player alive worth his weight in salt. If he was said to, I'm not ready to play it, I don't want to play, then you're not a football player. Even if you're 95%, you're going to say, I'm good, let's play.
Who
Okay?
is he flipping his?
I
No,
think so.
no.
He's flipping.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a flip flop.
No, you're all saying, oh,
Flip-flop.
Pedersen didn't do it. Peterson didn't make the call. Doesn't make the call. It's the doctor's call. It's Carson's call.
It
this
is
and
the
that.
doctor's call.
Like I said, there's not a football player alive who's not going to say, I'm ready. I'm not ready to play.
That's not the
There's
argument.
no football. Yes, there is an argument because
I'm saying that's not the
Wentz
argument.
Is saying
I'm saying that's
I
not
am
the
ready to
argument we're
play.
having right now. Your argument was saying that if Peterson wanted to put him in whenever he wanted to, he would.
no, he wouldn't, and he shouldn't,
That's
The
the
hell?
argument we were just
But he's ready
having.
to play, though.
and he shouldn't put him in this week.
That's the argument we were just having.
Jeebus, take me now.
Look, he doesn't even know what he's doing. He unplugged himself.
Dead. I unplugged it. I got so pissed off at you people. The fact of the matter
The argument
is,
we
the fact of the matter is, it's
Listen,
Doug Peterson's call. He makes the final call.
It's
yes,
the
Do
doctor's
we,
call.
No bullshit. Do we agree
No.
on that? That it's not. So you're saying it's not Peterson's call?
No.
Then why is he playing this week?
Because
he
the
got
doctor
cleared to
said he
play.
was ready.
Okay, the doctor said he's ready.
Yes.
So who puts him in?
Peterson.
He makes the final call.
But he wants his player to be 100%.
He's his franchise quarterback. of
Yes.
course. If
Right.
he's ready
So
to
he's
go,
waiting
he's
for
gonna-
the doctors
You're
to
gonna
give
put-
him the call.
You're going to put your franchise quarterback. You're
saying Wentz is not a franchise quarterback?
I am absolutely.
Okay, so why are you
He
putting
just
quotes
doesn't-
around
He
it?
just put air quotes out.
You just put air quotes.
Carson-
You stole it here.
Carson Wentz.
First on the Joy
Wentz is the future of
Think
this
for air
team
quotes.
Yes.
for the next
So you
10
want him?
years.
There you go, right there. You want him
For the
100%.
exactly.
So you want the doctors to
So,
be in charge.
Fine. Then why do you put him in this situation where he's got a shitty offensive
get
line
the
and nowhere to
rust
throw
off.
to?
To get the rust off.
He's gotta
So
play.
that way,
Can
when
I-
the
can
good
I-
people come in, he
Go ahead,
gets
just mute
better.
everybody, Nick.
Can I talk real quick?
Go ahead, Nick.
I think we're arguing about 5 different points right here, right now. I think
Wasn't there
everybody's.
supposed to be a timer set?
There is a timer set.
No,
and,
no,
and
no.
I'm
The
about to-
timer set with the Tampa Bay game. That was the
I'm about
timer
to end
set.
this segment. We
That's the official end of the segment. End of the period.
there was about 3 different arguments we were all having right there.
Fighters to your corners, please.
I don't. Well, we need to regather our thoughts on that one because everybody was arguing something totally different there.
Okay, real quick. Who wins the game Sunday?
The Eagles
Team with
win
the most
game.
points.
Yeah.
Will that be the Eagles, Nick?
Against the Colts, yes, it should be.
Okay.
Yep, he knocks off a little bit of rust. They don't look that great, but they still win the game. The Eagles will beat the Colts.
Yeah, the Eagles win.
Okay. How does Josh Adams do?
Amazing. 300 yards, 8 touchdowns.
Jeez, is he on your
So,
bench?
yeah, he's going to be on his bench.
Like I said, Josh Adams is going to be on the special teams.
300 yards.
I too think the Eagles are going to win, but I think it's a defense that scores 2 touchdowns. I think the offense.
Yeah, you're gonna see
putting
Foles.
We're winning
no-
14-6, and it's going to be both defensive touchdowns.
You have no
It's gonna
faith
be a
in
little
Wentz.
bit more.
Andrew Luck is still trying to figure
I
himself
don't
out.
have faith in Wentz because he's got nobody to throw to, and he's got a
Aguilar.
shitty-
He's got
the offensive line's playing like
Jordan
dog.
Matthews.
Yeah,
You be
listen,
quiet.
Jordan Matthews.
fine.
Jordan Matthews.
They're going to get you
Hurts.
5,
Zach
6
Ertz.
yards, but they're not going to get. There's
Corey
no deep
Clement.
ball. You know, there's nobody that breaks tackles. There's no running backs.
So if you were to constantly
14
pick
to
up,
6, the defense scores both touchdowns.
if you were
Perkins.
if you were to
Perkins.
if you were to constantly pick
Kamar
up
Aiken?
like 8 or 9 yards, wouldn't that eventually lead to the end zone?
No, it'll eventually the incomplete
And then,
passes and
when you get into the red zone and you hand it off to
and-
Clement,
and
and all he
needing-
does is score
No,
touchdowns.
no, you hand off to Josh Adams.
You
And
know-
he gets in there.
when you need 7 yards for a first down, and you run a 6-yard pattern. That's just going to happen all day.
Oh, that's in the
That's
Eagles
it's
playbook.
right. So I think the Eagles win, but defense scores 2 touchdowns. So whoever has the Eagles defense in our fantasy league, congratulations. I knew it was Nick.
About time my team does something.
By the way, did I forget to thank you for benching Drew
Shut up.
Brees?
Shut up. I didn't have
benched
Brees.
Drew
Oh, no, he had Ben Roethlisberger.
He had Ben Roethlisberger.
Yes.
No, I benched a 60-point Ben
Oh
Roethlisberger.
my
Roethlisberger.
God.
Thank you, by the way, thank
Why?
Yeah, I'm here to help.
All right,
Why?
we're gonna take a break.
Yeah,
when
whatever.
we
When
come
we
back,
come back.
what do we got going when we come back, boys?
you. Oh,
Next game. We'll be right back.
Yeah, maybe at some
Will
point.
we? There it is.
there's the end of the period. This is Rob C., the instigator, and you're listening to The Joy Buzzer, sports talk with a buzz.
Broadcast media is all around you, and it's the people with media skills who work in this amazing industry. How do you gain those skills? The Philadelphia area campus of Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Affordable training in months, not years, without decades of debt. 1-800-TV-RADIO or GoCSB.com.
I am the commish.
And I'm Rob C., the instigator.
Nicky Cola over here.
And we are the Joy Buzzer, the premier sports talk show, sports talk with a buzz.
And if you like our new sports talk channel here on YouTube Live, please subscribe.
And if for some crazy reason you like the show, smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit the bell to get our notifications so when we go live, you're right here with us.
We are back.
And we're back.
We are back with the everybody's favorite segment of the Joy Buzzer. No one's got a thing, huh?
We have a favorite segment?
I was hoping to have like a next game something or other.
That's what I said we've been working.
I thought-
We're
we'll
going
work
to have
on
to
it.
record him doing that.
Yeah, we'll
I thought
have
you
to-
said you had something for that.
No. I think
Did
if
he
you were
say-
actually
Did
paying
he say
attention,
he had something for that?
if you actually pay attention in the meeting, I said I
meeting.
don't have
meeting.
something like
When
that.
did we have a meeting?
Our point.
When I was passing you the garlic.
People's Pizza right here in 38.
It's
not
Swifty
bad.
Pizza.
But no, they are not.
Speaking
a
of
sponsor our
38,
show.
that's where the amazing Connecticut School of Broadcasting is
That's right.
located. Right here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Way to go, Nick. Way to
I
go.
tried.
Segue that in there.
I
Okay,
try. That's the
so-
Connecticut School of Broadcasting, Cherry Hill. You want to find out more information of what we do and stuff like this? Go visit GoCSB.com.
That's right. See our man Tom DeFranco.
Talk to
and-
Chaz.
and Jazz Daily.
Jazz Daily.
Jazz Daily.
And Nikki.
Shh. You leave Nikki alone. Nobody see Nikki. Kid.
Okay, as everybody knows, on
Hands off my Kool-Aid.
On next game, we all sit and we pick the winners of the game that we're talking about.
Yes.
Are you on camera?
Okay.
Can you get over here?
I'm trying to hide from the camera.
He is sliding
because
out of
I
that
know
He's like sliding all
I
over
know
the place.
Nick was nice enough to get everybody's record, and I know I'm like below 200.
I got our records.
yeah.
I'm
We're
undefeated.
bad.
All I know is I'm undefeated.
I got our records.
I'm in Carlos Santana territory there. I think I'm batting about 225. Nikki, what do we got?
What do we got? Let's see. So let's start with after week 1.
Okay.
Oh God.
This is for 15 of the games because obviously we can't call Thursday night.
Right. Why not?
So should we
was a
go
win.
lowest
Yeah,
to
that-
highest?
Yes.
Do whatever you want.
Let's
wor-
see.
worst record-
Who's the
Worst
not
record
lead
to the
off?
best record
It's
for the
gotta be
week.
me.
Okay, worst record for the week was
Record? What's a record?
Record for the week
Nice.
was intern Z.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jeez.
wow, that's surprising.
That's the worst one.
Zach, you know that's bad.
That's
right?
bad.
Not in golf. Not in golf.
So he went
He went.
5-9-1.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, next.
Second from the bottom was Rob C.
What? No. I'm disputing these numbers.
You can go back and watch the tapes.
Where did he go?
He finished with a 9-5-1.
Oh, I thought you were undefeated. What happened?
Nine-
You had 5 losses?
He did
You
try.
know those five
You
games
know-
don't count.
You know, it's a big bump from mine to his.
I was about to say.
That's a very big bump.
Huge ass
Right.
bump.
It was fun checking off all the no's Zach had.
This week's gonna be different, okay?
All right, who's next there, Squid?
And finished in a tie.
Oh, you and I
Was you and I
The Browns
with a 11-3-1.
Oh, suck it!
And the funny thing is,
right?
Going back and listening to it, you called yourself going 12-3.
Did I really?
Yeah. Which was amazing, guys. Other than the tie.
I guess the commish gets a ding then. Ding.
Nice.
I finished with the same record. I don't get a ding.
What about
All right, we'll
Nick?
give it a
Don't forget about Nicky.
ding.
I appreciate that.
Nicky Cole needs a ding. Give Nicky Cole another ding, because he did all this work.
Ding.
There you go.
All right.
There it is.
Give me a fart sound because I came in last.
On the week 2. Hold on to that fart sound.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
I got the
On the week 2.
Oh,
boy.
week 2. Oh, Lord.
This could be ugly.
With the bottom
Gotta be me.
was me.
Really?
Yes. I went 7-1.
Whoa. That goddamn tie.
These
pisses me
ones
off.
are these ones suck.
Yeah.
He gets the fart.
And finishing in a 3-way tie. At 8-6-1.
8-6-1.
Yes.
Everybody finished 8-6-1.
Now, if you remember at the end of the segment, I said, don't listen to us because we're full of shit.
A little bit.
We're half full
At least
of
I
shit.
kept 500.
Ding,
of that.
ding.
We're half full of shit.
Ding.
So after 2 weeks.
Wait, one more ding. Ding.
There it is. So after 2 weeks, Zach is 13-15-2.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Next would be Rob C at 17-11-2.
Two.
Then myself at 18-10-2. With the commish on top at 19-9-2.
How's that happen? How does that moron do it?
How does that happen?
How does that moron do it?
I know.
Okay.
We'll find out his secret if it's the last thing we ever do.
But you know what that means? That just means we're on to the next week.
Yeah, that's right. Oh. Get funky. Next.
Got what I need.
That's all we can sing.
And that's next game.
Next game. First game Sunday.
Right?
Somebody write that down.
The New Orleans Saints travel to Atlanta to take on the Falcons.
The Falcons.
The Falcons.
What is the game? Sorry, I forgot.
1 o'clock. These are the
Saints
Sunday 1 o'clock.
Falcons at 1. I'm going the New Orleans Saints. Just because. I don't like either team.
Just
I,
because?
I don't like either team, so I'm just saying just because.
Saints Falcons? That's
Yeah.
both domes.
Both dome teams.
Both aren't playing very good this year.
No.
Right.
Last week for the Saints looked ugly.
Right, Cleveland. They should have just destroyed Cleveland, and Cleveland should have won that game.
Yeah.
Cleveland should have won
If that game was in Cleveland, they win.
Yeah.
I completely my whole I'm above 500 if Cleveland wins that game, which
Right.
they should have.
Right.
That sucked. I can't believe they did it again. Close games, but we'll get to that later.
Who do you got?
You know what? It's a home game for the
I'm-
Falcons. I think it's close enough. I think the Falcons win.
I'm going Atlanta. I like
Zach?
Atlanta on that.
New Orleans.
All right.
Oh, we're
Next
split.
game.
Next game. The Green Bay Packers travel to Washington to take on some team there.
The Redskins.
Alex Smith have a good week last week?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Right.
No, he did not.
So, our fluke, what he did,
Well, maybe.
or was it just a really, really bad Arizona team?
I thought they played the Colts last week.
No, the week 1. How he had that ridiculous game.
No,
He did have a ridiculous game.
Alex Smith is not a bad quarterback. I don't think that was an Alex Smith loss. I think that was as Rob would like to say, a total team effort to lose that game. I'm taking Green Bay in this game. I just think they're better. Plain and simple. Who do you got?
It's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers against that Washington defense. I think Rodgers wins this game for him.
I got a Aaron.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
So you're taking the Packers too?
Yes.
All right, where are we going?
But that's a complete,
We are going
that's a complete
to-
loss on us. You know, is that like the real things where everybody picks the same team that they're just guaranteed to lose now?
We are going to next game.
Next game is the Buffalo Bills. Travel up to Minnesota to take on
They started playing, right?
Kirk Cousins.
Oh, Fishman, your Bills
Ooh,
suck.
They do suck.
Speaking of the Bills, Vontae Davis retired at halftime.
That's the greatest thing ever.
It's amazing.
Walked in the halftime and said, "Fuck it, I'm done."
Yeah.
I thought
I'm on
that
the
was a
Bills.
joke.
I'm out of here.
I really thought that was a joke. I can't
No.
believe he really retired
No,
at
he
halftime.
really retired at halftime.
I'd never seen anything like that.
Neither has
Nobody else
Right.
either.
All right, so are we in all in agreement that Minnesota's winning this game?
Oh,
easily?
yeah.
Oh,
It's a good thing.
In
I'm starting
Minnesota?
Kirk Cousins. Oh my God, he better.
It's a good thing I had the Vikings defensive fantasy league. It's amazing.
All right, I'm gonna hand out $20 if, to everybody if Shady McCoy gains over 50 yards rushing. I would give $20 to the three as a
50 yards rushing?
50 yards.
He'd have to hire a couple guys to do the running for him.
Next game.
Well, and that's binding, right? Is that binding?
So everybody got the Vikings right.
So if he gets 51 yards rushing, you're gonna give us each $20?
Absolutely.
All right,
That's
we heard
recorded.
it. That's
It's
recorded.
live.
That's
Everybody
live.
at home is listening to
Well,
it.
is it recorded or is it live?
Both.
Okay.
It's being recorded, but it's also
I
live.
said next game.
Fondalization.
Those Oakland Raiders. The Raiders travel to Miami to take on that Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphins.
Raiders with a 1-point loss last week to the Broncos.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
upset.
struggling.
I'm
Struggling
yes,
at the
they
start
are.
of the year.
Yes, they are.
I think Chucky
Raiders.
gets his first win this week. I'm taking the Raiders.
Against Miami.
I'm just taking the
The
Raiders.
undefeated Dolphins, right?
Yeah,
That are leading the division.
Yeah. They're ahead in the AFC East, the AFC least. But I'm taking the Raiders. I think Chucky gets his first win. Who you got?
I think Miami stays hot.
All right.
I'm going Miami.
Yeah, it's kind of tough for a West Coast team to travel all the way across. I don't know. I'll take the Dolphins. It'll be close, but I think the Dolphins pull it out.
Zach?
You know I'm taking Raiders.
I know you're taking
You know I'm
Raiders.
taking Raiders.
You're taking the Raiders.
There's a shock. Like
Where-
Carr is not who he thinks he is.
Yeah.
We can slow down a little bit.
Where are we going?
We're going to
In that
the
case-
next game.
Next game, Nikki's Broncos go on the road to take on those Ravens in Baltimore.
Ooh, that's going to be a tough game. For the record,
Casey's-
Nick, just so you know, I picked up Case Keenum in our fantasy league.
You bastard. Did you really?
I did.
Oh, the waiver wire pass
Right
today.
before we, no, I just did it today, so he's not on my team yet. But I just went out and
No, he should be on your team today.
Yeah, if he,
The
if you
waiver
beat the
was
waiver,
this morning,
yeah,
apparently.
so.
I thought it was Wednesdays.
I mean, I could always put him on my team just to be a dick, but
Well, do it when I play you, because then he'll put up 75 points.
Right. All right, so the Broncos are playing the Ravens. That's a tough game to call.
He got
Ravens.
stuck
That's all,
there a little.
folks. That's all, folks.
He got stuck.
The Ravens kind of laid an egg last week.
Yeah,
against-
after looking good. Well, they were playing
They
the
played
Bills. Right.
And the Bungles kind of kicked their ass.
Yeah.
Denver didn't look good against the Raiders at all.
No.
But they still were able to beat them, sadly.
I'm going to take the Ravens
That's a very
only because
bad
they're at
game.
home. That's the only reason I'm taking the Ravens. They're the home team. I got nothing else.
I would say that game may come down to field goals, and I like Denver's kicker better.
Really? Than Justin Tucker, the best kicker that ever lived, and is also on both my fantasy football teams?
Dude's got a big leg though.
Yeah,
Brandon
McManus.
McManus.
You know what they say about guys with big legs, huh?
Big shoes, giant socks.
Wears a lot of pairs of shorts.
Yeah.
And
Swifty?
McManus.
What?
And hey,
was
where did McManus go to? I cannot talk today.
Jesus.
Where did McManus go to college?
Temple.
There you go.
That's it.
Hey.
Fight
That was
for
a
the
shot
cherry
in
in
the
the
dark.
white.
Full circle.
That was a shot. In the
Who do you got, Nick?
Denver.
There you go. Instigator, where we looking?
I think I'm going to go with the home team. I'll pick the Ravens.
All righty, Zach, man.
Baltimore.
All right, next game.
Where are you?
Next game.
I picked Baltimore just
Ah.
because of the home team.
Yeah.
Would that qualify for the whole kind of West Coast coming east then? Or is they a little too Colorado too central?
Nah. Maybe that's
Well, they're
something
going from where weed is legal to where weed is not legal. So
and they got to come down and breathe regular air.
Right.
Not that rarefied stuff. So
Rarefied
air.
Rarefied air. And now they're pigs.
Yes.
go ahead.
Speaking of this, here's a pig of a game.
Segue.
The Cincinnati Bengals travel to Carolina to take on Cam Newton. Did you see what Cam Newton was wearing at the press conference?
I don't
after the
listen
game?
to him. I
It looked like it was a robe.
He looked like Medea, right?
Yeah.
Medea.
A pilot, you racist bastard.
I truly believe
a pilot.
He looked like a pilot.
I truly believe that Cam Newton is the most overrated player in the National Football League. I've been saying that for years, and I still believe
But
that.
is he really rated? Do people give him credit for things that
absolutely.
he's done?
Because
been
he
to a
had
Super
that,
Bowl.
He had that MVP season 2-3 years ago, and
well, the defense carried
they've been
them.
kissing his
Right.
ass ever since. So I am also taking Cincinnati this game. I'm saying they're going to come into Carolina and lay a whopping.
The redheaded wonder kid.
Exactly, and they're going to be
Dalton.
3-0.
Andy Dalton.
And leading that AFC Norris.
Norris?
Norris. Hockey Norris.
Yes.
The Norris division. That was a Chris Berman line.
Yep.
All right, who you got?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Go ahead, instigator.
I'll take the Bengals. I think Andy Dalton's heating up there. And I need him to keep throwing balls to A.J. Green.
They did get a nice whooping last week. Lay a nice whooping. I don't know. This is a tough one because Carolina goes back and forth. Carolina plays well at home.
Yeah, they do.
I'm going Carolina.
It's kind of hard to play good at home when you're.
Thought that was
Love you,
Houston.
Carolinas. Hi, Ma.
Who you got, intern Z?
Carolina. I'll go Carolina.
Yeah, all right.
Way to move to a floodplain, Ma.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
Myrtle Beach. Those New York football giants travel to Houston to take on the former.
the former.
Those Houston Texans.
Oh, man.
All right, so we know the Giants laid an egg on Sunday night.
That was very surprising because I thought that their offense was a lot better than Dallas.
They have the weapons. They just know how to use it.
This is true.
What
did
could
Saquon
not
finish with?
But yet, what we were talking about,
He didn't do much.
why Barkley isn't a big factor because there is no offensive line
Right.
at all.
Right, and the game's a little faster than it was over in Happy Valley.
Oh, yes.
He can't juke out 6 guys and then waltz into the end zone.
All right, now Houston to me is an enigma. They should be better than what they've been playing.
Well, it depends
yet-
on Watson does. So
Watts and
how he does.
Clowney, but they're always hurt.
Clowney didn't play last week.
One of them is always out. So you ever going to see them both 100% healthy together
know.
on the field?
I don't know.
I don't think that's a possibility.
I am going to take Houston just because, and I told Zach this earlier, I think Eli Manning is done. And I've been saying this for years, but watching him Sunday night, he number one, he's no balls. He's gutless.
No
anymore.
balls?
He sees a lineman coming at him, he just ducks.
Super happy feet, right?
Yep. It's done.
Oh, he's gone.
And I'll tell you what.
Can you give him? Do you blame him?
No, of course not. You
Look
can't.
at what he's been going up against.
And
He's
this
just been getting rocked.
Just leads to what I was about to say, that
Oh, sorry.
the New York media now is going to blast the Giants for the next 10 years for not drafting Sam Darnold and taking Saquon Barkley instead. So that Saquon Barkley has no shot to succeed in New York only because he's not Sam Darnold. He's going to be a fantastic running back, but he's not a quarterback, and he can't take Manning's place.
Right.
And the Giants may go 2-14 this season just because. So, yes, I'm taking Houston.
Don't they
Who
kinda,
you got?
Don't they kind of go 2-14 every year?
us,
they
yeah.
haven't been.
Tough.
They haven't been anything past couple of years.
Tough.
2-14 is too good of a record for those Giants. I'm taking the Houston Texans.
All right. Zach? Cola?
That's tough. I don't want to all pick Houston because then I need to make up ground.
Right.
I don't know. They may have a bounce back week. Giants seem like a team that can put up 100 on you, or they'll put up 0. I'll go Giants.
Okay.
I'm going Giants.
Just to be different.
Yes.
All right, fair enough.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Good, Nikki. What's happening next?
We're going to the next game.
Next game, those Tennessee Titans travel to Jacksonville
Yes.
to take on.
Yes.
If I can find it.
Yes.
Do it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Take it on. Everybody, let's get ready for the thrill. Blake Bortles.
Who, if I would have started again, I would have won fantasy last week too. What are we gonna do? Oh man.
Yeah.
So Jacksonville did what we thought they were gonna do and whooped up on New England.
That was surprising, and I give them a lot of respect for doing it.
They were Jacksonville's a monster, especially in their house right now, and they were not going to let New England come in.
I think they learned from last year. Honestly, they kept on the gas in that game. They did exactly the opposite of what they did in that AFC Championship.
So my question to you there, Instigator, is the Patriots defense really that good?
Save it for the Patriots game. Save it for the Sunday night game.
Oh, are we doing that?
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
fine. We'll do it. I'll save it then. I'll save my
We're talking Jacksonville now right now. We're not
Jacksonville,
talking New England.
Right.
Oh, we were talking about what Jacksonville did.
What
last.
Jacksonville did.
Right.
And that was impressive. And honestly, they've stepped up a little in those rankings. So they may be the best team in the AFC right
They're
now.
bringing up their offense, which is what they needed to do. You still don't like their defense, right?
No. I personally think right now they're the best team in football. I think they're the
Jacksonville?
best team in football.
Uh,
And you know what? They kicked New England's ass without their top running back, and they still put up almost 30, over 30 on them.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
When Fournette comes back and he's healthy, which I think is this week, look out. I'm saying
it's gonna be
Jacksonville
tough.
right now is the
31.
best team in football, and they're going to smoke Tennessee. Tennessee's got nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Are they going to have quarterback by committee again? Is it
Maybe.
Mariota?
Tennessee has no identity yet.
Tennessee has Blaine Gabbert as their starting quarterback right now.
right.
Tennessee doesn't
That's a
know if
problem.
they're a smash mouth football team or if they're a finesse team, because they try and play smash finesse and it doesn't work.
No, because with Marcus Mariota, he's obviously he's a mobile quarterback. He's not a smash mouth. He's not a Cam Newton. He's not going to run you over. He's going to run away from you.
He doesn't want to be a running quarterback.
Right.
He wants to be a pocket passer, and he can because their
Right.
offensive line stinks.
And he's not as good as Russell Wilson at getting the
Exactly.
third conversion
Yeah.
and doing just enough to scramble and stuff. He's not there yet.
So I am definitely taking Jacksonville this week.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Jacksonville, easy.
Jacksonville.
Jaguar.
Next game.
That was horrible.
I know it was
bad.
bad.
All right. Those San Francisco 49ers travel to the KC to take on the awesome Mahone.
This is not even a game.
Wow.
This is not even a game.
Man, was I impressed with this kid.
Absolutely.
In
This
Pittsburgh.
this kid's going to be a great quarterback.
I
I'm
think
telling you.
Andy Reid just found himself his fountain of youth.
This
you
kid's
know,
good.
He found his Brett Favre.
He found his Brett Favre.
That's what they're comparing.
This
him to.
Patrick Mahomes.
That was a shootout.
And if
in
you
Pittsburgh.
see the first 2 games, he threw 10 touchdowns. The only 3 quarterbacks who've done that was Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Peyton
that-
Manning in there or
My
something, too?
question is, why are you surprised?
Well, Mahone.
Well, you didn't know
when
what
they,
was coming.
when
out.
they drafted him 2 years ago. The first thing they said was he likes to sling the pickle. They knew he was going to throw the ball
And-
a
Was
that-
ton.
was
And
that
you know
a
what?
quote?
Yes.
Give Andy Reid credit.
Sure.
Because he had him rated over those other 2 quarterbacks that came out
Right.
that same year. They said Patrick Mahomes is going to be better
Then Mitch Trubisky.
than Mitch Trubisky and
Watson. He
and-
got drafted
Isn't,
over Watson.
isn't that
Deshaun.
what Andy Reid is known for, though?
Yeah, Andy
Finding
Reid
the
loves
right quarterback.
quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Loves quarterbacks. And
Right.
the fat ass cheeseburger Reid found another one.
and he found another one.
This kid's going to be good. I'm telling
Him
you.
and Tyreek Hill partnered up right now is dangerous.
Not
and,
even,
and you know
not
what?
even
He
Tyreek.
got Kelsey involved
Yeah,
last week.
and
He also
Travis
had
Kelce-
Hunt.
Travis
he had 9
Kelce's
catches
probably,
and
you know,
a touchdown or two.
he's up there. He's a top 3
Even
tight end.
Sammy Watkins had a decent game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sammy Watkins still has some wheels, man.
And he got somehow Kareem Hunt still in the mix with the touchdown pass, too.
Yes,
the-
yes, he did.
There you go.
Yeah, he did.
Yes,
Now
he
the
did.
Niners took down who they played Tennessee. No, who did they play last week?
Oh gosh, I don't
no
know.
Who did not, I can't remember who the Niners
Nick, who
played
they
last
play
week.
last week?
Let me think. Give me a moment. Tito.
Niners played. Well,
Colts.
Detroit.
Detroit.
That
Detroit,
was it. They played
that's
Detroit.
what it
Right.
was.
Yes.
Oh.
And
What
you
a
know
shit
what?
game.
And
No wonder nobody remembered it.
the score doesn't indicate how much San Francisco kicked their ass.
It's 30-27 was
Right.
the final.
But it was 30-12 or 10 or something like that. They were kicking their ass, and they took their foot off the
They
pedal.
took the foot off the
Right.
And let Detroit
But
climb
it's
back in that.
Detroit.
San Francisco can put up some points. Jimmy G is not a bad quarterback,
No, he's
and
not.
he's got some decent weapons.
Yeah.
And,
I don't think they're going to outscore the Kansas City Chiefs, but there's
Hell
really no
no.
defense
Right.
played in this game
Oh,
whatsoever.
no.
Right.
The fact that. Good.
No, I was just saying. We just proved the point. The Chiefs let the Steelers come back
Right.
on them. So Jimmy G, he's got a puncher's chance in this
Yeah.
game.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be a high-scoring game.
I'm saying 35-31 Kansas City.
Yeah, the fact that Kansas City could out-touchdown pass Rapiesburger and that offense is very impressive.
This is true.
They don't have Bell, so I really can't do. They really can't
But,
do
but
much.
they
They're
still had
missing
Antonio
Bell.
Brown. So.
They're missing Bell.
But Connor's filling that gap.
Wait a minute, we're not
Connor.
talking about Pittsburgh yet.
Right, yeah.
Give me
Let's
the
finish this
Kansas
game
City
up.
school.
Are we
All
doing
right. I'm taking the Chiefs. I think it's going to be Mahomes' first home game. Did they open the
Yeah.
season?
No, they went home.
They've
They
been
went
on the-
away twice.
Yeah,
They've been on
they
the
opened
road?
up at
Yep.
the LA Clippers.
Yeah.
And
So
they
this is
went
going to be
to
his first
Pittsburgh.
home
Be the
game.
first
Went to
home
Pittsburgh.
game.
Ooh.
I honestly, I think the Chiefs are going to run away with this. As
35,
good as Jimmy
31.
G is.
Do you think he shats the bed being his first game at
Not
home?
yet.
No.
Not yet.
That'll come.
Too good?
That'll come. Who do you got, Nick?
Chiefs, unfortunately.
Zach?
Chiefs are putting up 50.
Okay.
I'm going to write that down.
And what's Frisco putting up?
20.
Okay, so we know who wins that. Next game.
You're putting up 50. How about it? 51.
Next
Well, that's
game.
great there. Yeah. Good call on that one.
All right, next game. Those San Diego, Los Angeles Clippers, Chargers, whatever you want to call them,
Chargers.
travel to L.A., St. Louis, wherever to take on the Rams.
This is going to be the best game of the weekend.
This could be.
I think this is going to be
This is
the
the
best
first of
game
the 4
weekend.
o'clockers. on Sunday.
Chargers, Rams?
Yes, I
Really?
think this is. I think they're two really exceptional football teams.
And
I really think both teams are well coached. They play well. They got good quarterback play. They got good running back play, and they got good defenses.
And to argue, and to your point from earlier, honestly, I think the Rams are probably the best team in football right now.
I think they're the best team in the NFC.
I think they're the best team in football.
Yeah,
right now.
I think the best team in football
Rams are
is
good.
the Rams.
And
They
this
got
is going to be at
everything.
home. I think they improved that defense enough with those veterans that they came in that they may have put them over the top in the division. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Because I'd hate to have to go to the Coliseum at the end of the season and play that team.
We go out there in the middle of the season. The Eagles do.
Yeah, we
So
do.
we'll
Just
see
like
what
last
happens.
year.
Just like last year.
Just
And
like
that's
last
where
year.
Carson got hurt.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
Oh, okay.
Look at it.
Yeah,
So,
already,
freaking-
already, arms crossed.
Already, look at him.
bitching.
Arms crossed.
Already.
Look at him. Oh,
You know you're like, Jeff Dunham. You're Walter.
What?
You're Walter from Jeff Dunham. Arms crossed, always pissed.
Shut the hell up.
Exactly.
I'm taking the Rams.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Shut the hell up.
Who do you got?
I got the Rams.
All right.
I'm going Chargers. I think they
Why?
pull up. I think they're just due. What? They're
Fair
just
enough.
due. They're always there, and they always blow it.
Did it.
All right, good night.
Did I stutter? I must have missed that.
I missed the cue also. Who do you got?
I got the Lambs.
Okay, next game.
Next game, those Dallas Cowbitches travel up to Seattle to take on Russell and the Seahawks.
Who in Dallas land are now Super Bowl champs this season because they won.
Because they beat the Giants?
Yes, they are now Super Bowl champs.
People are already getting tattoos.
Well, you know,
They do that every year.
this hurts me to say, but the Cowboys are winning this game. And it hurts me to say this.
But this is going to be like a
watching-
6-3 game.
But watching that game Monday night, the Seahawks Bears
game.
Oh, what
that was just pathetic. That was just a god awful performance that Seattle put up on offense.
Right.
They've got no running game. They've got no offensive line. They've got no receivers. They have Russell, and that's it. And poor Russell, because I think Russell Wilson is a. I was going to say Westbrook.
Not yet. Not yet.
I think Russell Wilson is a hell of a football player, but he's got nobody.
I don't think I still don't think he's a guy that you can lean on. I still don't
Seattle's
think
doing
he's a
that right now.
playmaker, but I think it's showing now.
It's showing
There's
now.
no one
It's showing.
around. Play. This is what you need to do, and he snaps.
Yeah, but again,
No.
who's he throwing to?
Right.
I think you three are the starting wide receivers out there.
No, you
And
got
I'm the
Tyler
starting,
Lockett, you
I'm
got
the starting
Brandon Marshall.
tailback.
I was gonna say don't say you're a tight end.
No, I'm the tailback.
Okay.
He's the fullback. He's a center.
And you know what? I think you're right. It's going to be like 6-3 because both offenses suck.
Right.
Right.
And,
Yeah, but,
And
I
both
think-
defenses don't need to stop the
I
offense.
think Dallas's defense is better than Seattle's, and I see Dallas's defense putting up a few scores, or at least a few interceptions to put the
They had a few
Dallas Cowboys in
turnovers.
field goal range.
I don't know. I think Seattle's going to do enough. They'll win the game.
Okay.
Because just the Cowboys, I just hate them. I'm not going to pick them this game.
Believe me, it hurt-
Especially in that place, it's still a decent.
Hostile.
It's still a hostile place to go in. And
I think I felt a heart murmur when I picked Dallas. but
That's
I-
definitely falling quick though. A lot of their bandwagon fans
'Cause-
are jumping.
Yeah, because
just like the Rats that abandoned that defense.
Yeah, the Chancellor.
Sherman!
Chancellor's retired. Sherman left. Now they have Earl Thomas who wants to leave and go to Dallas.
And you got Bobby Wagner coming back. Bobby Wagner's a good football
I think, by the way, is one of the best
I
linebackers in the
can't.
league.
When a player wants, I want to leave and go here.
Right.
A lot of times it's just for the name. Nobody wants to go to Dallas right now. There's nothing in there.
Yeah.
There's nothing
You
down
know what?
there.
Hasn't been there anything for 20
Dallas is still, unfortunately, America's team.
Right. That's what I
Stop it.
mean. He's
Stop
literally
it.
just going for the name.
Sure he is. Sure he is. And he's going to get paid from Jerry Jones.
Does he have an arrest record?
He will.
I was gonna say.
I think Rob just had like a mini heart attack when he said Dallas is America's team. He's like, no.
They all,
Stop it.
I freaking hate the Cowboys. I hate everything about them. They're winning Sunday. Next game.
Isn't that nobody else got to make their picks?
I
But
thought
okay.
you all made your picks. You all,
But isn't that why Dan Bailey got released? Because he couldn't get arrested?
he couldn't find the uprights.
I thought it was because he couldn't get
I'm
arrested.
taking Seattle.
Okay.
All right. We're all good? Everybody got everything?
I'm going Seattle.
Okay. So I'm the only one that picked Dallas.
Yes.
Okay.
You're that jackass.
We'll see.
You suck, you jackass.
I'm waiting for it. Waiting for it.
No,
Next game. We are going
said
to
it.
next game.
Next game.
Next game. Those aforementioned Chicago Bears travel to Arizona in the dog shit game of the week.
Yeah, you got that right.
When they
Here
play the
is your
Arizona.
juggernaut game of the week.
Here's your juggernaut.
Here's your asshat game of the week.
Okay.
This game will either end 0-0 or it will end 75-75.
First of all, Khalil Mack, monster.
I'm just gonna.
Monster.
I'm just
You
gonna
think
say
the
this.
Raiders are missing
I'm
him?
just gonna say this.
Oh boy.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say this right
100%.
now. Khalil Mack alone has better stats than the Raiders defense.
Yep. Yeah, it's the truth.
It-
Khalil
it-
Mack
it
is
does.
a beast,
Mhm.
and he
It
seems
kind
to
of
be
reminds
quite
me when
happy.
it kind of reminds me when B-Doc went to the Broncos and he was out tackling the entire Eagles secondary.
Yeah.
that year.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still the best player to ever play
And you know what?
football.
I got to be honest. I don't think Trubisky's played too bad. I'm definitely taking Chicago this game.
What can you go by, though?
Chicago.
You can't go by last week.
He played. I don't know. The first half of the Green Bay game, he played really well. Second half,
Rodgers did.
they leaned on him. He crumbled.
Right. Green Bay woke up.
Right. Last week against Seattle,
It was a bad defense.
yeah. So, but I don't think Trubisky and Arizona's defense is blowing dog at the moment. So
That
I'm
whole,
going.
that whole team sucks.
Right. and I think Fitzgerald is hurt, so there goes their one offensive thing.
Right.
David Johnson's just not showing up.
Silent.
Well,
Not
their
showing
line
up.
isn't
Silent.
as great
Yeah.
as it was. So
So I'm going Chicago Bears.
I'm gonna have to agree with the commish, and go with Mitch
Yeah, I don't.
Trubisky.
Arizona can't do it at home. They're definitely not going to do it against a guy that can tackle the entire team
Yes.
at once.
He is the water boy. He literally.
No one talks about Mama.
Mama said. Mama said.
Foosball's devil.
Definitely. The Cardinals are going to be looking for that gorilla that came and punched him in the eye.
Zach, who you got?
Chicago.
All right. Next game.
Next game, Sunday Night Football. Those New England Patriots are going to be licking their wounds going into Detroit and laying an ass thumping on their former defensive coordinator.
Now, I've been saying for months, New
months.
England has the worst defense in football.
You-
Have I not been saying that? New England's defense blows dog.
So they're going to blow
Speaking
dog
of blow
against
dog.
Detroit?
Now they're going to whip Detroit's ass because Detroit has nothing.
No.
The only thing
Look at the contrary.
the only thing that Detroit has going for them is LeGarrette Blount.
He's hurt.
That's,
I thought
he's hurt.
Is he?
Yeah.
So they got nothing.
They got
going for
nothing.
He's hurt.
They got nothing.
Stafford will throw for 400 yards, but Tom Brady will throw for 401 and win this game.
I don't think it has to work like that for yards being thrown. I think it's just you have to score more than the other team.
That's right.
Doesn't matter how many yards you throw.
And I'll give history proves that Belichick, after a road loss, the next road game, they usually do play pretty well.
Yeah, we don't care about Belichick.
Yeah, but
You mean Bill cheat?
Yeah,
He
you
cheats.
go.
yeah,
You mean Bill cheat?
yeah, good.
He cheated over there.
Best coach in football ever.
Oh, ever? Oh, really?
Ever?
No, I wouldn't say that. No,
Yeah.
John Madden.
I would
Who?
say
John Madden. John Madden is the best coach. John Madden is the best
Wow.
coach.
Oh my God!
John Madden is the best
my
coach.
God.
Either him or Vince Lombardi.
Oh my God!
Either him or Vince Lombardi is the
Oh my
greatest
God.
coach. John Madden.
Say it
man.
again. Say it again.
Vince Lombardi is the best coach.
I can sound clip that one.
Please.
John Madden, man.
Somebody write that down.
Nobody
What
write
segment
that
are we
down,
at? What time are we
Go
at?
ahead, I'll stand by it.
The thing John Madden was good for is that he put 6 legs on a turkey. All right? That's it. He stumbled to a Super Bowl with his Raiders.
He does make a hell of a game every
He does
couple
make,
years,
yeah,
though.
every couple of years.
Every
you know
couple
what?
of years,
I'll give him
man.
this. He's a great computer programmer.
Yes.
Because he can freaking computer program
Damn
a
right.
football game.
Every few years, man. That
Every
game is
few years.
phenomenal.
He rolls
That's
in
right.
the grave and fucking.
I got Madden 17. Haven't played it yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait till you see Madden 19.
Let's come back to
It's
reality.
exactly the same as
All right,
17.
Let's come back
He'll
to
buy
planet Earth.
19 in 2001.
Yeah.
So yeah, Patriots.
So I'm taking Patriots just because the Lions are worse than the Patriots. Matt Patricia is in way over his head.
Oh, you saw that? How many minutes in the game one by himself where he went?
The first second.
What?
Dude. Oh shit.
Yeah. That's exactly.
All right, who you got?
Yeah, it's easily Patriots.
I hate myself, New England. I hate it.
We know who Rob C
I'm
has.
just gonna mark
Yeah,
Rob.
I already said it.
Rob C's going
It
Detroit.
hurts.
Last game.
Last game, Monday Night Football. Since we can't use the real thing.
That wasn't close to the real thing.
It sounded like our teletype.
Oh, is
died.
that what you were trying to do? Somebody sending a fax?
I think someone rang the doorbell and the doorbell died.
Those Pittsburgh Steelers in turmoil. Because they not only not have the best running back in the game, they may lose the best receiver if they keep talking shit on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
They travel to Tampa to take on Mr. Fitzmagic. And I think this is probably the Cinderella turned into a pumpkin game.
I don't. I think he's got one more in him. Because
Really?
Pittsburgh's just playing. Their defense is awful.
But
Their secondary is the Pits.
This would
Yeah,
be
but
this would be strike 3. He's
Yep.
just gonna.
Yeah, but this is Rapey's
It's gonna be a
Burger.
shootout.
Yeah, this is Rapey's Burger and probably another shootout.
I think it's gonna be exactly like the Chiefs game, and it's just gonna be touchdown after touchdown.
I hope,
After
because I got
touchdown.
Brown on my fantasy team.
And,
so
and
I
for the
hope.
record, Le'Veon Bell's killing me. He's just freaking killing me. He's a jerk
Well, he's
off.
killing the team too.
Yeah,
I don't think the
Pittsburgh
team-
needs him.
I don't think the team cares about
Pittsburgh
Right, 'cause
fantasy
was it
football.
Connor? Was it Connor?
Connor, yeah.
Connor
James
is, yeah.
Conner.
Connor's playing well, but he's no Le'Veon Bell.
Right.
You know,
They need
Le'Veon
Bell.
Bell does the intangibles that Connor
They're,
can't do.
they're
But do you
Bell's-
think-
they're hurting? They're hurting.
All I can picture right now is like a longest yard scenario that Bell comes back, and they send him straight up the middle, and the offensive line just stands up and just
Might.
parts the sea.
And they should.
And lets him get
and
wrecked.
they should.
Yeah.
That's all I can see right now.
But after he gets himself up and, pulls the grass out of his helmet, they'll probably start blocking for him then.
Yeah.
I don't
They-
know. 'Cause
they
I
know-
think that's going to take
They know if
time.
By
they feed
then-
him, they get paid.
Exactly.
So.
They know by then they will really need him. So they're going to keep him upright. But I'm taking Tampa Bay this game. I got Tampa Bay, and I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game.
Good. I have
It
Brown.
might be an entertaining football game.
I have Brown.
I think this should be the best game of the week. This should be another shootout. Exactly. We don't want to see defensive games. We want to see shootouts. We want it to look like Madden video games.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it is just touchdown. It's deep pass after deep pass.
110 to 109.
We want shootouts. We
Right.
want
So
burnt spoons.
Who you got?
Everything.
I'm going Pittsburgh.
Tampa.
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh. I think
All right.
Rapey's Burger goes down there, wins the game, and Fitzpatrick turns back into a pumpkin, which means that that'll give him the justification to put Jameis Winston in.
Crab leg stealing.
This is
That crab leg stealing.
Uber touching.
Uber touching. Heisman Trophy winning.
Thanks, Harvey. Hashtag thanks, Harvey.
Woo!
All right, that's our next game segment.
That was next game.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We'll probably all go 0 since we all picked the same team
Again,
this week.
yeah, we're 0-15.
We're either going to be 15-0 this week or we're going to be 0-15 this week. Maybe a couple ties in there.
When we come back, we
Oh,
got
no more ties.
we got a shitload of things to talk about when we get back. We got lots and lots to discuss. We'll be right back after whatever. You're listening to the Joy Buzzer, sports talk with a buzz.
Just admit it. What you're doing right now is working, but it's not ideal. Before attending the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, I worked retail, and now I'm working for a major radio station in the Philadelphia market. There's a campus right here in the Philadelphia area. Visit GoCSB.com or call 1-800-TV-RADIO.
I am the commish.
And I'm Rob C, the instigator.
Nicky Cola over here.
And we are the Joy Buzzer, the premier sports talk show, sports talk with a buzz.
And if you like our new Sports Talk channel here on YouTube Live, please subscribe.
And if for some crazy reason you like the show, smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit the bell to get our notifications so when we go live, you're right here with us.
We are back. All right, we got a lot of things to discuss. You guys have the list. Take over. What do we got?
We have the list.
Because
He ain't gonna go by it.
I've paid zero attention to what you fools were talking about. I was too busy watching the Frank Sinatra Celebrity Roast or D. Martin Comedy
Yeah,
Roast.
we know.
And that was funnier than what you guys were saying.
Oh, a challenge.
So I know,
Do
first
you
of all,
feel in charge?
just to see,
Do you feel in charge?
are we opening with the Phillies because they're winning 1-0?
Yes, we are opening with the
Okay,
Phillies.
right now they're up 1-0.
And that's about it.
That's probably the highlight right now.
Yeah.
They were up 1-0 at the top of the first inning last night too, right?
I know we got something to do here because they were, last night they were in the game until about the 8th inning, and then Atlanta bats took over, and Louis Garcia was on the mound, and the moment got too big for him, and he just gave up run after run after run.
It was everything we talked about, though. No shutdown innings.
No, I've been saying that for how long?
We go up 1-0 in the first, and then we come out of the first 2-1 down.
Right. We take the lead. Atlanta just scraps in a run the next bottom of the inning.
Well, yeah, 1 or 2
and then
every time.
Freaking lollygagging on defense. The outfielders just moseying up the balls. That's how the whole thing started. The whole thing, the wheels started coming apart in that bottom of the eighth. Bottom of the eighth when I forgot who it was for the Braves. Hits this little ball out to Altair, and Altair lollygags enough in so that the guy stretches a single into a double.
Yep. And the wheels came off. And the Braves do what good teams do. They put on the gas and they stomp you.
They capitalized on the mistakes you made.
Yep.
They capitalized on it.
They capitalized and they kept their foot on it.
And
they didn't just get just the one run. They said, you know what? If they're going to keep giving us runs, we'll pile it on.
We're going to win by 5.
Yeah. We want this division. That's what that game said. The Braves said, "No, we want this division.
Yep.
You guys are talking about coming in here and sweeping us, sweeping 4 games from us.
Yep.
We've got the best record in the division. We're going to show you why."
Yep.
And they did.
And
they've been
did.
showing us all year.
Now their magic number is 4, so they could conceivably clinch tomorrow.
Right.
Yes.
They will. Honestly, I hope that they do.
I do. I do and I don't. I hate to see the Phillies lose, but I think, and I'm not one for moral victories and that bullshit, but I think watching a team celebrate a division win against you is great for this young club.
And
it's great.
honestly, these
it's
dogs
gonna
need
suck.
these
It's gonna
dogs.
suck.
But it's going to be great for
Right.
them.
That's what I
These
mean.
dogs need to get put down.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
telling
And
you.
I saw a report last week, and I don't know if this is true or not, and it's tough to say, but the Phillies are gearing up to sign both Machado and Bryce Harper.
Talk about this last week.
They have the money to do it. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't think it's going to happen. I still think Harper's coming here, but I don't think they're getting both Harper and Machado.
We touched on this last week.
Did we touch on this last week?
Yes, we did.
I don't remember. Last week was last
we
week.
diddled a little bit on
So,
this last week.
if that happens,
But
we'll see what happens.
If you want meaningful, not meaningful, if you want to watch entertaining baseball, this needs to end this weekend so that they can just go play. Just have fun.
See, it won't be because
No,
Gabe
they'll
won't
grind.
let them.
Yeah, they'll grind it out for the
Gabe
rest
won't
of
let
the year.
them.
They to have any chance now, they literally have to outright win every game.
And you know what? Not only are the players in over their heads, Gabe's in over his head.
You know what?
I think this moment got too big for him too, and he's making all these moves where he's pulling Vinny Velasquez after 3 innings, and he pinch hit for Scott Kingery before he even had one at bat. He's doing moves like his ass is on fire. You know, he's not. He's thinking this is Game 7 of the World Series, and he's not. His mind is a little bit scatterbrained.
What year is he in?
Right.
Right. It's his first year. That's what I'm saying. That's
Right.
why the moment might be too big for him.
Right.
And-
Just give it time.
And honestly, this Braves team, even though they're ahead of schedule, they're really good. You got to give it to them. You got to give it to Acuna and these guys, and they got enough veteran presence on that team.
And Freddie Freeman
Freddie
just
frickin'
owns
Freeman.
the Phillies.
And Lucas
owns them.
effing Duda.
Yep, the
and
two of them.
Kurt Suzuki, all these veterans.
Just own them.
They were
Kills
one of the
me.
favorites to win the division this year.
No, they weren't.
No,
Washington was.
Washington
was a lockdown favorite to win this division.
It was the
Washington
Mets, too.
and the Mets.
Yeah, I knew it was the Mets.
Yeah, the Braves and the Phillies are supposed to be 500 ball.
Right, they were
all
supposed to
year.
be. And honestly, everybody had the Braves ahead of the Phillies.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you look what happened. The two teams that were mediocre
hey,
could possibly finish 1-2.
Give them credit. Give them
This
credit.
season is
Right.
an ultimate success for the Phillies. It's a success.
Oh, 100%.
Because no one expected them to win 70 games, and right now they're 74 and 71.
I wanted them to be right about 81, 83.
That's exactly the one. I want 83 wins.
Yeah.
78.
There you go. That's they're already ahead of schedule from what most people gave them.
Oh, way ahead of schedule.
Right.
Yes.
So again, I'm not a fan of Kapler. He did a pretty good job this year, but I think right now he's in over his head.
Right.
The moment got too big for him.
Right.
Like I said, the Phillies are up 1-0. I think it's in the first inning. Cesar Hernandez let up with a dinger.
Yeah, but we all know.
Yeah,
what
that
needs,
won't last.
We all know what needs to happen.
Especially with Pivetta on the mound.
We all know it.
We know it.
We know
it's time.
If we had a priest in here, Kamish, I'm gonna give you'll probably be the priest for this.
Okay.
It's time to
Rob, it's time.
to
Time
take
to
these
let
guys
go.
around back like old Yeller.
It's time to let go. Rob.
And
Travis, put down the gun, Travis.
No.
It's time.
Travis,
It's
put
time
down
to
the
go,
gun.
Rob.
Time for the
It's
prayer.
time to go.
Travis, put down
Is
the
it
gun.
time?
It's time to go.
I think it's time. All right,
It's time
everybody
to go.
bow their heads. Bow their heads.
It's time to go.
And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my Lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand. Let me swiftly carry out thy command.
Shut up, Gabe.
So we shall flow ever forth to thee, and teeming with souls shall it ever be. In nomine Patri, et Filii, Spiritus Sancti.
It's very depressing watching our making fun of our team losing.
Dig the hole. Just dig it. Dig the hole. So,
It's like Earl Weaver.
So,
we're all in here already pumped for 2019.
so we are just asking for the Braves to finish us off this weekend.
Yeah, because I don't want them to come into Philly.
Double tap. Right there.
I don't want them to come
Right.
to Philly.
There's no way they're
and
gonna
win a division in
Yeah,
Philly.
they'd have to make it through the Rockies.
Yep.
Which
Oh,
isn't gonna happen.
We're getting swept out by Colorado.
We need to end it.
Yep.
Just end the madness.
Who's next?
Damn, I'm out of breath.
What's next on the list?
What's next?
What's your
list?
We need our list.
Who's next?
What is next on the list?
Oh, I know what's next on the list.
I know what's next.
I know now
on the
because
list.
Nikki just jumped up, probably has a huge boner.
Not on camera. Come on, man.
What's next, Nick?
Dupin.
We are going to be doing.
somebody. Is somebody?
Somebody forgot to load a clip.
So we are talking Philadelphia Union. They had a 2-week break came back and did not play so well.
no, they lost a Montreal team.
Montreal team that I don't want to say needed to win. It would have helped us a lot if we won, but got their arses kicked 4-1 in that game. I don't think Fang really helped us on that one.
No, absolutely
that
not.
was a tough one. But then they did bounce back midweek. Maybe.
Yes, they did.
Playing Seattle Sounders.
Yes, they did.
Midweek game that what they needed.
Yeah, Rob. You
I
good there?
I don't know.
You good, Rob?
I could just play the song. So. Sorry. I'm sorry, Nick. I had this whole thing.
Let's talk about Fang for a bit.
All right, so where Fafapi Colt scored a game winner very late in the game to give them the 1-0 final, which is a win that was a good bounce back, a win they needed. They needed to keep the momentum going.
Yeah,
and
stay in the playoffs.
Did that. They are
Alex Smith.
Not Alex Smith. They are definitely not.
There.
You're a segment
How'd
behind.
that get there?
You're a segment behind there, bud. Your whole segment behind.
But they're still up there. They're still in the playoffs right now.
No, yeah, they have a chance to bounce into fourth.
I was going to say they're a point behind Columbus right now.
Yeah, Columbus.
That could happen Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, if they win.
Yes, they can.
They got Columbus coming up. I know, he's being quiet this week. I like it. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit. But before we get to Columbus, we have another midweek game next week. A Wednesday night on ESPN around 8 o'clock.
Yes, Sean.
Where they take on
going for some
the
gold,
Houston
baby.
Dynamo, where they are trying to bring home some medal.
There's that.
They want a trophy in the trophy. We need it this year.
We need to get some trophies.
The 2018 Open Cup.
That's right. You got a mosquito bite on your knuckle?
Yeah, what's going on over
Hey,
there?
don't mess around. I have one. Don't mess around. They think itches.
So you think they can do it?
I think they can. I hope they can.
Is it finally time that they bring home a trophy?
I believe
After
so.
what? How many?
5 years. 5-6 years now.
Every year they're in it, it seems like.
They've been to this final twice, both times at home and both times they've lost. I've been to both those games, Sean.
And now they're in Houston.
And now they got to win this on the road.
They're going to. That may be what they need. They need to be in someone else's house, play spoiler.
That's it.
To bring home the Open Cup.
Can't wait for the parade.
That's going to be a big one.
Oh, man.
I'll throw a parade.
That's it. We'll throw a parade.
Joey Buzzer will be hosting the
Joey Buzzer hosting
2018
the Union Parade.
Open Cup parade when they bring home a trophy to throw in that trophy case. Right next to Fang. Our amazingly weird, definitely different snake with arms kind of looking mascot.
Goddamn dragon.
Yeah, the dragon, the
goddamn dragon.
Mullet dragon, snake with arms, legs.
Whatever the hell it is.
All I got to say is at least he's not scary looking. He may not look like a snake, but at least he's not scary.
He looks like a character from Barney.
Right, but at least he's not scaring the kids. That would really suck if he...
But I want that, though.
You want him to scare the kids?
I want the mascot to have
be scary?
Put some fear in the enemy's eye. You know, when that thing's rolling across the field.
Yeah, but the Fanatic doesn't do that. And he's the best mascot in all of sports.
Yeah. But we're talking about we're talking about a thing. What do you have a butt plug?
What? Where did that come in the play? How did that come in the play?
Remember the strobe light butt plug?
Oh, we're going back to that? That was the AfterBuzz.
That was the
I thought that was you getting electrocuted.
So let's go Union. Got a good, nice bounce-back game in the middle of the week. They got Sunday coming up. Then we got the midweek
Open
championship
Cup,
Open Cup game. Let's go Union. You can talk now, Kamish. Any day you're ready.
Bring it back.
So since we're jumping segments here really quick, moving all around because we've got a little bit of time left, we got a big race coming up there tomorrow.
That's right.
We do. Pennsylvania Derby.
PA Derby.
And, of course, the favorite is McKenzie. McKenzie was supposed to be Baffert's big horse this year, but he got hurt right before, and Justify became the big horse from the Baffert stable that Mike Smith rode to the Triple Crown. It was supposed to be McKenzie. So McKenzie comes in tomorrow, and he is a huge favorite. I mean, the second closest, I think, is the...
There's always one of these.
Either the one or the two horses. I can't remember the name of this horse. It's terrible. I just looked at it.
Way to go.
he's ridden by Irad Ortiz, who's a hell of a jockey. But Mike Smith is the best ever, and I think he's going to win this Derby going away. The $1 million Grade 1 Pennsylvania Derby tomorrow at Parks, and then we have the $1 million Grade 1 Cotillion. Hofburg.
3-1. He's going off at.
Yes.
Right.
And I think McKinsey goes off at 5-2.
Just trying to look at
5-2.
it. 5-2.
Right.
Ooh, Mr. Freeze.
Yes.
Mr. Freeze.
So we got
and trigger warnings for all you millennials out there. That's probably the horse the millennials will
So we got 10 horses going off in the gate tomorrow.
10 horses. It's a
What are you saying
beautiful
over
thing. Then we got the Cotillion.
I was going to say, we got a few more big
We got the
graded.
$1 million Grade 1 Cotillion for the ladies.
A lot of racing. For the ladies.
For the ladies.
Ooh.
Let me see if I can pull that up.
For the ladies.
For the ladies. I have no idea who's going to win that race. That is a wide open race. It's a great field.
They're all around the same odds.
Females.
Yeah, it's the females, and I know Mike Smith is riding one of the favorites, and he's probably going to win because it's Mike Smith. Shout out to Vince Reed up there in heaven.
One.
He's that was his jockey. That was his man. That was
Mike
his
Smith.
guy.
The guy's unstoppable.
Chased Mike Smith down for interview last year. It was a beautiful thing to see.
He did run him down.
Yes, he did, and loved every second of it. So tomorrow, Parks Racing. Parks Racing.
I got the Cotillion field right here.
Let's
hear it.
All right, we got Norma's Charm.
Right.
Going off at 20-1.
No.
Let's see who's the favorite. Menominee Girl.
Manamana.
Monomy Girl.
Manamana.
Banana.
With Florence.
Banana.
Manamana.
Going off at 3-5.
That's the Minkman.
Yeah, that's it. Let's see who else is in this field.
I don't know the rest.
And a bunch of Ulcerans. Jump Ruler with Albin Jimenez. Wonder Godot, John Velasquez.
Right.
Separation of Powers, Jose Ortiz. Chocolate Martini with Irad Ortiz. Isn't that
Wow.
That's the
Is that the one you're
that's
leaning
the dark
towards?
horse. I'm taking Chocolate Martini.
Chocolate Martini.
Right.
Yes.
Midnight Bisou
Sounds dirty.
with Mike Smith at 5-1. That's probably your
That's
other
probably your favorite.
Yes, they're you two right there.
Yeah.
Right, and
That's
Dixie
your
Serenade
exact-
closes out the field
Okay.
with local jock Michael Sanchez.
Michael Sanchez. Your buddy. And we also got the $250,000
The Gallant Bob.
Gallant Bob,
Yeah,
yeah, we
Gallant Bob, who has a bigger field.
Alphabet Soup in there, too.
The Alphabet Soup is race 7.
Right. Frankie Pennington
Yes.
riding. Well, he's actually riding a long shot there in Smooth B in the
there's your
in the
money.
Gallant Bob.
Frankie
But
on a
let's see,
Frankie on a lawn shot.
You got to
There's gotta be
bet
something
big
there.
to win big.
But the 2-1 favorite here is Ferenz Fire, Irad Ortiz.
Right.
Coming out of the 10 hole, I think. So.
Yeah. So and those 3 races will be on
Comcast,
NBC. Is it
NBC Sports. 4:30 to 6.
4:30 to 6. Watch the big race. Nicky will be shooting the big race.
Woohoo!
right.
All of them,
Yeah.
not just the big one.
I will show
Shooting
up
all.
and try not to work, but get some of the free food
There
again.
you go.
You get a free hat if you come out, too.
Right. And
You get
you'll
your
see,
free hat.
Gates open at 11.
you'll see Shrek in the winner's circle with a camera on his shoulder.
You will not
There you
see
go.
me, though.
Thanks for that.
Way to bring that down.
Awesome.
Yes.
That was a great
It was a
segment.
good segment. You ruined it. Thanks.
Come on.
Yo,
wait.
We
Can't
got to
wait-
move on anyway.
Can't wait to see Barb.
we got 5 minutes left.
Yeah,
Give us a
we
call.
got to move on anyway.
Give us a call, 856-330-4749.
Is that the actual number?
Real quick, Penn State plays tonight, 9 o'clock.
Well, before that,
Go ahead.
we finally got to see the man we've been waiting for in the Flyers uniform.
Yes, we did.
In the
we
middle
did.
and between the pipes, Carter Hart.
Carter Hart.
Finally.
Beautiful.
We got to see what he did. Not bad.
He's all right.
I kind of liked it.
He's all right.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna be good.
nice Monday night game.
Yeah.
11 for
Yeah.
11.
So we got
11
some
shots.
That's a
He was
beautiful thing.
calm. That was the biggest thing I took out of that.
Right.
He was calm. There was no scrambling, was no deflections, little bounce back, rebounds right in front of the net. He just sat there.
And he was
Chilled.
playing the Islanders, right? Was that
Yes.
game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did they
Monday
lose that
Monday
game?
was game. No, that was a win.
That was a win?
That was a 3-1 win,
Oh, okay. Thought it was a 3-1.
I still think one more year in the minors will do him good.
like we've been saying.
Yes. And then
I
bring
don't
up,
know.
bring up Stolars. Let Stolars play.
He's
Stoley?
Let Stoley the goalie play.
He started Tuesday night. He had 32 shots, stopped 31 of them.
Yeah.
That was a big
I
win for the
like
Flyers.
Stolars.
there.
Honestly, no. I'm the opposite. I think if he's good enough, you bring him up and you
Okay.
play. And if he can earn the job coming out you start him.
Yep.
You know,
He had another.
You don't want. The one thing I will agree, if you don't bring him up and put him on the bench.
No, he
You
can't
don't
run
platoon.
behind.
No.
He's got to play.
He's got to play.
He's got to play.
If he's on this team, he starts.
If you're going to bring him up, he's got to play at least 50 games this year.
Yeah,
Has
agree.
to.
He played against the Rangers again the other night on Wednesday. He stopped 25 of 27 shots. Again, a lot of shots, looking good. He looks calm.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing I take away. He's a young kid that just sits in net.
It's going to be neat watching him gel with some of those young defensive pairings.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that.
Still love the defense.
I
I love the young guys with Ghost back there, Provorov. I like Robert Hagg.
I love Hagg.
I'm a fan of
I
Hagg.
love Hagg.
It's a shame we had.
I like Hags.
We had a few defensemen go down already. We lost McDonald for I think like 4 to 6 weeks.
Blessing in disguise, but go ahead.
That's the veteran guy we back there. Travis Samheim got hurt. Apparently, it's not as bad as they thought it was.
I don't want to see Samheim
So he's
go.
a little. He may miss the first week or
He's
two
a
or
young
something like
kid
that.
too,
but
isn't he? So
yes.
he's got to stick around.
I just know what happened last year when we lost McDonald. That
Yeah.
defense flubbed. They
Well,
didn't have a
the young
veteran
guys,
man.
Yeah, the young guys.
You need a veteran
find it.
guy like that. McDonald's not your crazy all-star back there, but he knows what to do.
All right, one more segment. We got the Sixers. Do you have Mr.
Oh,
Elton
yeah.
Brand?
I've got Mr. Elton Brand here.
Named a new Sixers general manager
Yeah,
after a little promotion from his vice president of basketball operations.
Absolutely, and of course the Sixers brought him out in, of course,
my wig's on.
for a press conference, and probably sat him in the back of the room without next to the mic. But here's Elton Brand with in his opening speech here.
Bright future, and I'm so excited to be here. We have a dynamic young core to build around, a balance of accomplished veterans, and a well-respected head coach in Brett Brown, who has built this staff and culture. I was here, I was a part of it. I see what he did to this environment and just how he has the pulse of this city. It's been great. We have a tremendous practice facility.
Beautiful.
Our front office personnel are tops in
Oh,
the
he's still
respective
talking?
verticals.
Yeah,
and we have an amazing.
Is he walking away from the mic as he's talking?
Josh and Dave were clear with me.
Yeah, we're
goal
doing
is
a
to
great
bring
job over here.
championship
We're ready to
to
go.
Philadelphia. I'm committed to doing everything in my power.
Oh, he's committed.
To
He's
lead
good.
the
That means
team
he's
to
crazy.
goal.
He's committed.
Am I the only one excited
I know how
for this
passionate
Sixers
these
season?
fans are.
No,
I lived
I'm
here over a
excited.
decade.
Very
My
excited.
kids are
I'm
born here.
excited
I
for
played
the
in the
Sixers
city.
season.
So I understand what that.
As long as
I'm really excited.
But you know what?
Faulty Poo gets a shot.
Elton
Yeah,
Brand.
it's only about like 15 seconds.
Elton Brand will be a powerless GM.
The next 12 months are
He
really
will have
important.
no power,
I think
no
that's
say,
why I was the
no
leading
nothing
candidate to bring
in what goes on in
stability
the
to our
Sixers team.
organization in
Who's
this
that?
league that
So
I
he's
know
a
is
figurehead?
power.
Are you saying he's a figurehead?
That's all he
we'll
is.
focus
So
on
then he's
advancing
the fall
deeper
guy.
into the playoffs.
He is.
In the long term, we'll be
He's still-
strategic
it's
and
funny 'cause
thoughtful
he's
in
still going to
developing our
be-
young core and accelerating this team's championship DNA. So it's really an honor and a privilege to sit in this position as general manager, and I'm excited and can't wait to get started. So, thank you.
Okay, that's great.
That wasn't us clear.
That's
After
That was
clearing
us
the throat.
clear.
Right.
I think that was the owner clearing his throat. All right, that's enough. Just read what's on the paper.
That's right. Don't say anything that's going to, rip us apart because he is going to have no power whatsoever.
So he's a figurehead GM.
That's all he is. It's still going to be Brett Brown. It's going to be Josh Harris running the show, and that's
he's the
it.
fall guy. So if something goes
Well, he's
wrong,
not
they
even
have
a
someone
fall
to
guy.
They have someone to fire.
He's not even a fall guy because he's still basically right now the GM also of the Delaware 87ers or in the G League.
I thought
Okay.
that was his whole thing. He got enough experience running that team.
6 months.
Oh, come on, that's all you
6
need.
months.
6 months training.
And he still had the parent club, the Sixers, to look up to. Now he's running the whole show. Bullshit. He will have no power whatsoever. He's going to.
So what's the point of this?
He's going to ask Brett Brown if he can take a shit.
So what's the point of this?
None. There's no point. There was no reason. The only reason he's named
Just shit all over
GM
my
was so
segment.
that Sixers have a GM. That's the only reason he was named GM. That's it.
Anyway, back to the game. I was saying, I'm really excited for the Sixers season.
No, I am too. I love this team. But
Do you think he can grow in the job?
No, I do not. I do not.
You don't think he's going to be any good?
Nope.
He's not going to offer any
Nope,
advice?
nope. The Sixers right now are biding their time until a better GM comes along.
Yeah.
And
And
the
then when
minute one is made available, Elton Brand is either back to the 87ers or he's going to go back to his old job as vice president of basketball operations, whatever, but he's not going to be a GM. He was named GM so the Sixers have a GM. That's it. That's why they didn't
they
land
have to
LeBron.
have a GM?
Did you say that
do.
on camera? Come here. Come here.
You do. That's why they didn't land LeBron James because they had no GM, which is bullshit. What am I doing?
Hey, I just want him on camera.
Okay. I am adorable.
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
stop talking to the mic.
I am a sexy bitch.
That looks gross from over here.
Yeah. We got one more segment. Come on.
Go ahead. What do we got? Finish it up.
What do you got to finish it up? It's your team. They're whipping up.
Temple.
Right.
Do it again. Fight for the cherry and the white.
All right. Those Temple Owls, huh?
They laid an ass whooping on Tulsa last night. What a
sure
beautiful
did.
thing to see. Their running game is really, really good. Their quarterback, Little Green. You know,
Is he white? Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, did I say
what does that matter?
Wow.
Is
What
he a
does that
pilot?
matter?
Pilot, you
He's a
racist
pilot.
bastard.
Is he
There
a
it
pilot?
is.
He didn't have the best passing game. All he has to do is manage the passing game
Right.
because the running game is so good, and the defense put up 2 or 3 scores last night. The defense was on fire.
That defense is Temple tough.
That's right, Temple proud. Tulsa, Tulsa's not one of your bigger ranked teams, but Temple lit an ass whooping on Maryland.
Maryland?
last week. And then Tulsa this week. They're 2-2. Let's go Temple.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and again, Penn State, 9 o'clock tonight.
Hey, let's
Illinois.
go. We can finish off. We got time for Penn
You
State.
got time for Penn State?
We got time for Penn State with the better fights on. Come on. Go Lions. Who are they playing tonight, Commish?
They're playing the Illinois, the Fighting Illini.
Fighting Illini. Hey, I know somebody who lives in Illinois, and she's awesome, but Illinois is going to get slaughtered tonight.
By
The
Temple.
Lambs are going to the Lions tonight.
Yeah, I guess losing Barkley wasn't as big as a fact.
Yes, it was.
It's big. It is big.
They're still doing pretty
They're
well,
still,
though.
They're still trying to figure out who their starting running back is.
Hey,
Yeah.
it doesn't
They're
matter.
just
Don't they
cycling
have,
running back.
what's
That's
the
all
name
they're
of the
doing
quarterback,
right
Travis?
Trace McSorley.
Trace.
McSorley.
Biff. Whatever his name is. Biff McSorley. Travis. Honestly,
He hasn't missed a
Joe
step.
Callahan.
He ran, what, for 3 touchdowns
Yes, he did last week.
last week?
Right. He hasn't missed a step.
Nope.
So
Nope.
at least that's good.
Yes. Okay, that's the show.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Hey, you know what? When you guys write things down and I don't listen, the show actually proves pretty good.
Oh, God.
See what happens when you stick to the script? Oh, by the way, are the Phillies losing yet?
No, not yet. They're still winning. They're
What?
There's a man on first for the Braves right now. So
Oh, that's it. That'll be it.
But the Flyers have tied the Islanders at 1.
bottom of third, though. So I'm shocked.
That'll be lots of fun.
All right.
Okay, next week the show will be recorded.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Because we're going to be at the Union Parade once they raise the U.S. Open Cup.
For a game for a cup that means nothing because it's not in the season, but it's in the other season. When it's another season, in this season without a season to have a season.
It's the only cup that matters right now.
Yes.
Okay.
And in a few months, it'll be the Stanley.
So let's
That's
go Union.
Dupe.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Flyers. Let's go Flyers.
It's coming into the fun time of the year.
Exactly.
Put us out of our misery, Atlanta.
Right. Eagles. Let's go against the Colts. Nikki Cola, thanks for coming in. Doing a great job as always.
Oh.
This is Nikki Cola's Joy Buzzer after all.
Yeah, okay.
Instigator, being your normal instigating self.
Suck it, people.
Zach, for adding very little to the show and bringing it down constantly.
Let's give him a hand for that.
Where are you going? You walking home?
He's checking on the ghost.
Checking on the ghost. Watch out for the ghost.
Say hi to the
Watch
ghost.
out for that ghost.
He's
Go,
not
go, go,
going-
go, go, go.
Okay. I am the commish. This is the Joy Buzzer. We will see you next week.
So long, farewell, au revoir, Wiedersehen. I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. Yes?
No. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I leave and heave a sigh and say goodbye.
The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So